Hello there, guys. Well, two things to tell you about that were very interesting and a little scary and a little messed up, but ultimately amazing. So, the first I would like to share with you would be the new breathing technique that I learned because it is so beneficial. Whether you're trying to activate your chakras or your kundalini or your nadis or just feel amazing or get blood circulation going, feel warm, feel euphoric, any of those things. It goes like this. So you know how if it concerns your diaphragm and breathing and your conscious intention. So three things really. Let me try to explain to you how to use your diaphragm if you don't know how to already. I'll just give a little example. Might be a little weird, but you know when you're like kind of like pushing, not necessarily going to the bathroom, but you know what I mean, like you know what I mean? Just keep doing it until you feel it there, like behind your abs, above your abs, and right by your heart. Anyway, when you combine this with an outward breath, like out your nose, it seems to push the prana or the cosmic energy or the breath or the chi through your heart, like, or just at least your heart magnifies it or something and turns it into electromagnetic energy. So you can then use your consciousness or your conscious intention to direct this energy anywhere, and it's just so much faster. Okay, it's like putting a freaking rocket booster on this cosmic energy. So what I've been doing is, it just clicked one day when I was meditating. I take a breath in, and then when I exhale, I use my diaphragm, and I'll envision this energy coming out in the shape of a star or a spiral from my heart center and going down, growing from the center and expanding, and either going out like a 5-point star evenly down my arms, my legs, and up my head like that. And then I'll kind of like throw it outside of my body like a big sphere. Or I'll just envision it coming out in the form of a spiral, until it just grows and encompasses my whole body. So like, like that. I would suggest trying to do the star first, because that's basically what we are, the human body. It's a pentacle, it's a star, and like any star, it has a 0 point space in the center, it's 0 point, the heart. So it would just make sense. So I want you to try this in your meditations, or when you're just chilling and breathing, or when you don't feel good, or even when you're cold, so just take in the breaths and do it for a while. And when you exhale, try to push the air or the breath or the cosmic energy through your diaphragm with your heart and just emanate it. You can even practice with your hand, like I told you guys about before. You can just use that technique and envision it going into your hand and follow it with your consciousness, where it needs to go. So we are made of duality, feminine, masculine, negative, positive. So the negative is the heart, the feminine, and the positive is the mind, or the conscious or whatever. So you need to combine the two, and the third thing that you get out of that is the Trinity, the 0 point. So the breath, the spirit, all that good shit. So this is a technique I've been using a lot lately, and holy crap, some people took notice of it. Let's just say that. And these people weren't exactly human. Okay. I was just about 2 hours ago meditating. I left my body after doing that same breathing technique for about an hour, listening to binaural beats, and just kind of slowed my mind, calmed it down, and then I was able to leave my body. Anyway, it turns out that I was glowing so much that some negative astral entities were there waiting for me to kick my ass like I was in high school all over again. So I got to the foot of my bed and all of a sudden was engulfed by at least 2 negative astral entities. They started suffocating me, and this is the weird part. This is the part that I've never experienced before. One of them was laughing. I heard like a malevolent laughter, okay? They were trying really hard to steal my energy that I had just spent building with my conscious breathing, and you know what I mean? So they were desperately trying to make me afraid, to lower my aura or my shield so that they could feed off of my astral energy. And that's exactly what was happening. But you know what? You fucked with the wrong guy this time. So I knew what to do because I've done it several times. As they were moving me around and I finally was falling backwards onto the floor, and that laugh happened, I just had enough. And I said, I hereby call, this is the weird part, because I didn't know, I got confused from, do I call Archangel Michael like always, or can I just call the violet flame and kind of handle these guys myself? I was having a moment of ego, you know, I was trying to be a grown up or whatever. And so I kind of hesitated, then I was all, the violet flame, like that. And what happened was, in my mind's eye and my vision right in front of me, a giant spiral of violet energy opened up, and all of a sudden I immediately felt them release me. It was amazingly fast. And then, so what I saw, this is kind of weird too, but this is what I saw. I'm not gonna lie to you, so I'm gonna tell you fucking exactly what it was like. I saw an energy being in the silhouette of a man with what looked like a shield and a sword. And I'm not even shitting you. But there was no skin color, there was no, you know what I mean, like facial features. It was made of energy, like fluidly moving around. So, you know, it was Michael or somebody, you know, Michael saved my ass twice already, so I wouldn't doubt it if it was him. But that happened, and then I immediately shot back into my body, and then I was like, holy shit. Well, anyway, this new breathing technique must be important because it's drawing attention that quick. I don't know, you know, whether in the fourth dimension these beings probably walk around and then they see us, our astral bodies, you know, our electromagnetic energy, kind of emanating from our bodies, and they're just like, oh, that looks tasty, because it's fuel to them. And then they, you know, they want to find the person with the most so they can latch on to them, or, you know, try to make them afraid, that way they can interact with them. But, you know, most of the time they're chicken shit, and they just go for people that are already in fear and are sick, you know, or addicted to drugs or dying, or in just fear. And then they can easily just feed off of them. But they must have seen what I was doing, and it just attracted them like a, you know, a deer in the headlights, and they messed with the wrong person. So I hope, you know, not vengeance, but retribution or justice was done. And I think it was. So that told me right there after that happening that this is a fucking important breathing technique. And for all I know, it's a popular one that's been done for thousands of years. But I don't know. I don't go out and read and follow gurus and all that shit. So I have no idea. I'm just following my heart and mind when I meditate. And this is one of the places that I've been directed to, and then found this technique. So anyway, I had to share it, one, because of that, you know, the amazing benefits of this new breathing technique. It's really helpful. I do it at work, you know, when I'm doing like a tedious task like trimming marijuana, you know, sitting there for hours trimming away. I can just easily kind of push cosmic energy or breath through my diaphragm and my heart, and use my conscious intention, and then like warm up my extremities, basically just get a nice fuzzy euphoric feeling going. So I had to tell you guys about that. And then also I had to tell you about the spiritual part of it too, because I can't leave that out. You know, I'm well beyond people judging me for these fantastic stories. Like, you know what, if you're not on my level, then that's okay. But I'm not going to lower my level so that I can not, you know, so that I can feel normal, or not, you know, not get judged or feel like a crazy person just because I can have moments of out of body experiences and see, you know, the astral. So I'm just going to be my fucking self from now on and tell it how it is, like what I'm fucking experiencing, what I'm feeling, because the right people will get the information, the ones that need it. So I'm not going to hold this shit back anymore. So with that being said, I hope you guys are having a fucking amazing weekend. And, you know, we got the 1221 gateway coming up, and it's supposed to be pretty big. So we should be manifesting very easily after that. I guess they say the the guides and the channels and the, you know, the soul family and the ETs are already saying that the portal's open. We just have to draw from it. And hopefully this new breathing technique can help you do that better, help ground you out. So love and light, and stay tuned, because I'm sure something weird and fantastic will happen again soon. All right, later.